Here's a night, and it shines, and it calls us on and on. So be here by my side and watch the stars.
The very first night we got on stage in Philadelphia, it felt like I was stepping into someone else's life in the best way. It was like this incredible experience that we certainly earned in a way through effort, just pure effort over the 10 years, but it didn't feel like it was something I was owed. It felt like a gift.
Yeah.
It felt like a gift that people still cared that much to show up and sing every word like, it still meant something to them and the way it means to me even now this many years later.
I'm in Nashville and I'm working with music on a regular basis, but to do it within the context of May is something that I've forgotten how much I missed it, or how much it was like a huge part of my life for so long. And to have this season, just to have these Everglow shows has just been, every day I keep saying words like grateful and honored, because that's truly how I feel about this experience.
It's interesting to experience all of this again with a somewhat different mindset. When we were doing it before, we were touring 8 months out of the year, trying to grow the band from nothing into we didn't know what, but something more than it was. And now we're just kind of getting to go out and hopefully give people an experience that they maybe missed out on 10 years ago. There are a lot of people who have come that have never been to a May show before. So it's nice to play in a live setting where there's some room to experiment here and there, it doesn't have to be totally rigid, so it's fun to just kind of, sometimes be a little careless, but within the bounds of not ruining the spirit of a song.
Yeah, that's really fun to just have 10-year-old plus songs, but still have like some life that you can pull and make brand new, essentially, with some of this stuff.
Just a little period of time between when you finish making the record and it's mixed and it's mastered and it's yours and no one else has really heard it. And it feels like it's your record, like our record. And all of a sudden it makes its way out into the world, and it's almost like it becomes...
It's theirs.
It's theirs. And I think for me, the perspective of knowing that it's gone out into the world and it's kind of wrapped itself into people's lives and their stories and kind of become a soundtrack, that they've attached meaning to.
I think that's kind of a gauge, or at least a slight limit for connection with your fans, or just the type of fans you have coming to your shows. Even if May's not a sure bet, you still have fans that will bet on May all the time. So, that's reassuring and kind of a clue as to whether or not you did something productive over the years, and I think we definitely have.
Every part of this tour for me has been amazing. Playing every night with you guys and playing the record from start to finish, the crowd responses, all that's been unbelievable. But my favorite part of this tour are meet and greets. When we get to meet these people who want to get there early to talk to us about how the Everglow has affected their lives. In Mesa, met a lady who named her daughter May after our band. In Atlanta, met a girl who was she just gotten engaged to her high school sweetheart. They had a kid when she was in the 9th grade. And mistakes we knew we were making was her song, which gave her hope to carry that child. And then 10 years later, she's marrying, the father of her child. Like, meeting people who are, like, making their engagement, like, getting emails from guys who are like, I want to propose to my girlfriend at your show. It's happened 4 times on this tour. There's only like 30-something shows on the entire tour, so it's like 10% of the time there's gonna be a marriage proposal at a May show. And you know, music has always meant so much to us, to me. I've never obviously been able to understand how we affect others. I can understand how music has always affected my life, and when it brings me hope or comfort, or when I'm, you know, when I'm sad, but it provides that soundtrack that I need to sort of get through life. The fact that so many people have made this record their soundtrack for life is unbelievable. Because I mean, 10 years, you fast forward 10 years from when we made this record, we wouldn't have thought back then like we get to hop in the van and tour the country and celebrate a 10th anniversary of a record and meet people every night and see like how strongly our music has affected them. Never would have thought that, and it's still not really sinking in. I guess I'll have to watch this and see myself say that to be like, oh yeah, that's right, that really did happen. But that's the thing that's really sticking out to me about this tour, is just the people that we meet, the stories they have, and how our album has been such a monumental sort of like compass to their life's story. Every day of this experience, I'm just trying to make it last as long as it possibly can, because it is so good for the soul.